Millions of people use ChatGPT every day, but most people still use it like a search engine. They ask one question, get one answer, copy it, and move on. That's like buying a Ferrari just to drive it to the grocery store. I've spent over 500 hours using AI for real work. And along the way, I've discovered a handful of techniques that save me hours every single week. In this video, I'll share 5 of my favorite ChatGPT tips that almost nobody talks about. Once you start using them, you'll never go back to the old way. Before we jump into the video, I spend a lot of time researching and figuring out these workflows. If you appreciate that, please hit the like button and subscribe for more AI and productivity tips. Let's dive in. Tip number 1. You should always have ChatGPT check the date first. For every single response, make it confirm today's date right at the very beginning. If you just ask, "What's today's weather?" it will answer you. But whether it actually checked the current date first is a bit of a coin toss. When you use it for research, it sometimes pulls outdated information from a few days ago. For example, if you ask for the latest sports scores, it might give you last week's results. You can see they are A/B testing here. One is showing the recent result. One is showing an old result. If your prompt doesn't explicitly tell it to check the date, ChatGPT might just answer without even realizing what today actually is. That's why this trick is so effective. By making sure it confirms today's date for every question, you avoid getting outdated information. You save yourself the trouble of having to double-check its work. While there might not be many dramatic moments where it feels life-changing, you will quietly benefit from it without even noticing. It's super easy to set up. Click your name and go to personalization. The third option down is custom instructions. Just type, "Please always confirm today's date first" in that box. Click Save, and you are done. Just by doing this, whenever I ask ChatGPT something, it will always check today's date first. Let's test it. I'll ask, "Is the new Moana movie out yet?" Oh, look! It correctly confirmed the date first. Use custom instructions as a dictionary. The second tip is using ChatGPT as an AI text expander. Normally, we use keyboard shortcuts on our phones to quickly type out an email address or phone number. What makes this different? With the AI version, you can trigger complex prompts, saving you the trouble of repeatedly typing them out. What does that look like in practice? Let's say you want to verify if some info is correct. How would you normally do this? You'd paste the text into ChatGPT. Then you'd type out a prompt asking it to verify the facts. That's the standard way. But if you use an AI text shortcut, you can just type the words "fact check." It will automatically run your pre-saved prompt. The setup is simple and uses ChatGPT's custom instructions again. In the instructions box, write, "If I type the phrase fact check, execute the following fact-checking prompt." Right below that, paste your full detailed prompt. Now, just by typing fact check, that entire long prompt will run in the background. Let's give it a try. I will put fact check at the top, then hit send. Just by typing that, the long prompt is executing accurately. It is following all my instructions. Once it's set up, complex prompts can be triggered in an instant. Quick pause. If you're watching this channel, you're clearly someone who wants to actually use AI, not just learn about it. So I put together something that'll save you a lot of time. It's a free pack of more than 150 expert-built prompts and AI skills. It covers strategy, marketing, sales, content, and operations. The link is in the description down below. These aren't generic AI prompts you find on social media. Every single one is built from proven business frameworks and best-selling books. I read through over 60 business books and built these prompts from those ideas. So instead of starting from a blank page, you're essentially starting from decades of business knowledge. If you've ever typed a prompt, got a mediocre answer, and spent an hour fixing it, this is what fixes that problem. It's completely free. Link is in the description down below. Now back to the video. Create a personal CRM with projects. You can use Projects feature to organize information about the people closest to you. By feeding it details about your network or uploading work documents, you basically train an assistant that is highly knowledgeable about those specific people. For example, let's say you are looking for a lunch spot for your friends or an important client. You can save your friend's dietary preferences and a list of restaurants you've visited before into a project. Then you simply ask, "Suggest a new restaurant everyone would like that we haven't been to yet." It will propose the perfect spots. Because you are using the projects feature, this saved information only applies to the chats inside that specific workspace. You can even add details about who is in your family and what their hobbies are. Then ask, "Suggest a weekend outing plan that my family will love." It turns ChatGPT into an incredible planning partner. To do this, click this button on the ChatGPT home screen to create a new project. Let's give it a name. From the three-dot menu in the top right, you can add instructions, like the project's goals or specific constraints. You can also register reference files using the source window. Once uploaded, it will always refer back to those documents whenever you chat within that project. Create a master prompt and add it to memory. By default, ChatGPT doesn't know much about you. Every time you open a new chat session, you're starting with almost zero context. But there is a way to give it an almost telepathic ability. You need a master prompt. Simply put, a master prompt is a file that contains everything about you. Your background, your preferences, your tone of voice, your habits, and so on. ChatGPT uses this information to give you responses that are uniquely yours. For example, if you want to write some marketing copy, most people just give the AI a single sentence like, "Hey, help me write some copy." But pros will make sure the AI understands who they are first before asking it to write anything. Let me show you an example that I actually use. This PDF is my master prompt. It contains all of my hobbies, my tone, common phrases, and more. Whenever I open a new window or use a different AI model, I don't need to explain myself. I just paste this master prompt, and it instantly understands who I am. This way, you get high-quality answers much faster. So the question is, how do you get your own custom master prompt? You just need to tell the AI who you are, your profession, your services, and your interests. I've already written a rough draft of my info. The more detail you provide here, the better. Then add this paragraph at the end. Help me build my custom master prompt. Ask me all the relevant questions you need to understand my personal information, and then create a master prompt for me based on that information and return it in a PDF format. Press Enter. At this point, ChatGPT will interview you with a few questions. Once you answer all of them, it will generate your master prompt. Download this file and keep it for future use. Also, be sure to ask ChatGPT to add this master prompt to its permanent memory. Create a system prompt for your regular tasks. With a master prompt, ChatGPT knows who you are and understands you. But to truly become a pro, that's not enough. Next, we need a system prompt. If the master prompt is about helping ChatGPT understand you, the system prompt is what determines how ChatGPT behaves and responds. I hear a lot of people say, "Ugh, AI is so bad I can't get the results I want." But half the time, the problem is with the prompt. Think of the system prompt as a standard operating procedure. You only have to teach it once, and it will follow your exact logic from then on. So how do you get this system prompt? It's very simple. Just use ChatGPT like you normally would. If you don't like its first output, tell it to change it. If the second attempt still isn't quite right, tell it to tweak it again. Keep going until you think, "Wow, I absolutely love this output." At that exact moment, just send this prompt. "I like this output. Please generate a system prompt for me based on this output." Then you'll see a bit of magic. ChatGPT will generate a complete, structured, and detail-rich setup for you. After that, you just need to copy this prompt and paste it into your new chats. You will consistently get high-quality results. On my channel, I'm going to keep sharing ways to make AI do more than just answer basic questions, so you can build a system that practically runs on its own. Thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next video. If you want to go deeper and get even more out of AI for your business, I've got another video you'll love. Check it out right here.